Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
I'll get some Mountain Dew, and I'll get the crickets if you gonna get the red worms, okay? But that'll be for Monday. Planning on it, all right? Let me go, because guess what it is? It's Panhandle Outdoors. It's time for the Winston Chester Show right here in River City, Panama City, Florida. Glad to be here with your country cousin, Billy Grantham, filling in for Winston. We have got him out on a bait run. Yeah, he's got to go off out there and get up some stuff so we can get ready, because fishing season is right here on top of us. Thrilled to have you. The weather is brought to you this morning by Gulf Coast Air Conditioning and Drew Pollard. Let me tell y'all what, folks, there's 3 telephone numbers at my house. There's the sheriff's office, the ambulance service, and my air conditioning man. You're gonna want to know where and how to get up with Drew Pollard and Gulf Coast Air Conditioning very soon when that humidity kicks up and your stuff goes out. All right, just give old Drew Pollard them a call. The weather. Look here, the weather has been wonderful and fantastic, but it's going downhill real fast. They got to, y'all help me a second. It's winds at south up to 10 miles per hour, picking up today. The rain moving in on Friday today, and on Saturday, the weekend, gonna pour rain and moving out by Sunday. But the weekend looks like it's almost a wash. There ain't a whole lot you can do with that weather other than get up under the barn and rig out some rods and reels and get in the living room and watch the YouTube videos, old Panhandle Outdoor videos. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Water temperature is 67 degrees off the pier. And your river reading is brought to you by Mountain Dew. On the outdoors, Winston says about Mountain Dew and your river reading. At Chattahoochee, the river reading is about 8 feet and on still a slow drop, a little bit, not too much. But guess what? We're gonna get all this rain. It's probably gonna make a tick up, and next week the fishing is gonna pick up and the weather will be good as well. Apalachicola River is on a slow slide. It's at about just a little bit 11 feet and some change on a slow slide down as well. I don't know, because that river it may keep sliding because it's regulated by the dam up at Chattahoochee. I don't know what they'll do, how they'll release that, but be prepared for it as well. And Winston talks about it from time to time. The Chipola River reading in Alfie is at about 13 feet and steady. So keep all those in mind. Your river reading again is brought to you by Mountain Dew on the outdoors. Tide charts by Kent Forest Lawn. Neat tide this weekend. And remember what I said a moment ago. Rain, rain, rain. I don't know how you're gonna do any fishing with that. We'll be back in just a second. Got a special guest because we in Studio B. Hey, we're thrilled to have y'all back again. You went and got that coffee refilled and got you another Pop-Tart. We're in studio today, B, again. We have got Rhett Daniels from right there in Jackson County, the country cousin from up there in Jackson County. Rhett's in charge of recreation and parks in Jackson County, that's right?
That's right.
How long have you been there?
Been with Jackson County Board of County Commissioners about 6.5 years. Born and raised Jackson County, come from the Delwood community. Went to Grand Ridge School for a little while till it got shut down. Graduated from Malone, class 2010. Did my stead at Chipola like many others have, and then moved off to the University of Florida in Pensacola while working for the Northwest Florida Water Management District. So got a lot of good experience there, land management, engaging with the public, providing, passive recreation opportunities for the general public, and fell in love with the outdoors through working in the outdoors, and got the opportunity to go back home and work for the county parks, and have been there ever since.
Yeah, local young man, still carrying on a great family tradition and looking after that park and recreation for Jackson County, and highly regarded up there as well. In particular, we brought him by because they've done some things since the hurricane, like none of y'all know what damage a hurricane can do.
Yeah.
Well, it was just about as bad up in Jackson County. But the county commissioners have committed to new and improve some things up there as well. And he talks about this morning, going to talk about the Jackson County Blue Springs. For y'all folks that's looking forward to getting out and getting about as this weather transitions into summer and you're getting things done to get out and go see some things different, he can tell you now about what they've done at the Blue Springs Park in Jackson County.
Absolutely. So Jackson Blue Springs is the first magnitude spring there in Jackson County, just outside of Marianna, that feeds Merritt's Mill Pond, which flows into Spring Creek and the Chipotle River, and the same water that comes from Jackson Blue ends up in Apalachicola Bay. So that's kind of a cool thing to think about, the transfer of water throughout all those different communities. And anyway, so Jackson Blue is a county-maintained recreational area that we open seasonally throughout the summer. We usually open around Memorial Day. We did something a little different this year because we were so excited about the improvements. We actually opened during the Jackson County School Board spring break for that week, and now weekends only up until Memorial Day weekend, when we'll kick off 7 days a week until early August. So yeah, we were able to work, and this is kind of timed out great because it was just after the storm, but we've actually been working on this project for a number of years, trying to get some grant funding through state, federal, anywhere we could get some money, we were trying to tap into it.
So you got some pictures to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got some before, some during, some after. I'll start off with, some of the storm damage. Like you said, we did have quite a bit of issues. We had a ton of different issues, primarily erosion, a lot of the heavy rains and stuff like that, washing down into the shoreline, really infiltrating and bringing a lot of pollutants into the spring shed itself.
You don't want that.
That's right. So what we were able to do was to come in, build a whole new head wall. Well, let me back up. So the mill pond is regulated by a dam that I maintain, the county maintains. So we were able to do a drawdown so we could expose the head wall, all right? And that allowed us to tear out all the old concrete blocks, and we're talking 60, 70 years of patches. We got concrete blocks, we got sandbags, we got all kind of stuff, rebar, spikes, you name it. It was out there trying to hold that thing together. So during the drawdown, we went in, excavated all the old material, brought it back to just plain dirt, and then started fresh with a new foundation, and then built back on top of it with some fresh blocks. So it was a big project, several $100,000, a bunch of different people involved with engineering, planning, construction, the timeline.
Commercial break. We're going to be right back. Get you another cup of coffee and come right back in just a minute. All right, we're back again. We're over it. We're going to show off some more of these pictures and finish up what we've done at Blue Springs.
Yes, sir. So starting off here, we just got a picture kind of on the back side of the beach. You can see where a lot of the foot traffic has eroded the grass. So you got bare dirt that every time it rains, it's washing out into the daggum water. So stuff like that. You can see the crumbling head wall, the old head wall, what we were having so many problems with. It's a safety hazard as well as an erosion issue.
It was a problem.
Right. So, when we're running 20, 30,000 people a year through there, we need it as safe, as safe as we can get. So you can see it's blown out several different areas. The whole structure around the diving board platform itself was completely eroding. It was barely holding on. So the beach itself, you can see here where it has washed out almost completely. Every time it rained, we had a blowout. So it was bringing in foreign sand, if you want to call it that. It wasn't natural to this area. We brought it in. So we had beach sand that was being washed in, and it was actually bringing up the elevation of the swimming area. So it was kind of changing the whole landscape of the park. So, stuff like that's really what we were trying to get rid of. Now, out at the park, obviously, during the summertime, a lot of people are swimming or carrying on. One of the big problems we have is aquatic vegetation. You know, eelgrass, some hydrilla on the south end, but eelgrass and coontail are something we battle all the time. So a lot of people ask, you know, what do we do about that? Well, FWC lets us have a permit so we can actually cut the grass in the swimming area. So here you can see what we do there. We've got a floating barge with a sickle bar. So we cut that grass off at 5 foot below the surface to make it a lot safer, because a lot of people, when they're out there swimming and stuff, gets tangled up in their feet and they start panicking. Now we staff it with lifeguards and they do a great job keeping an eye on things, but anything we can do to minimize someone getting in a bind is what we try to do. So anyway, here you can see the true issues we were having with Hurricane Michael. Totally decimated our rental fleet of kayaks and canoes and stuff like that. Our buildings that we kept all of our storage materials in were completely turned on their head. Through one building actually into the mill pond, we had to recover it with various equipment, and that was a day job just to get a storage building out of the water. Picnic tables were crushed, all kind of stuff. The dock systems we had out there was flipped upside down. We actually found, imagine 100 foot of dock, floating dock, half a mile down the pond, because it totally detached from what it was anchored to.
Away and
it was just absolute
Y'all
destruction.
know a little bit about what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all been all right.
Marianne and Jackson County was in it too. We all had a part of it, and don't want no more.
No.
So you can see some of the cleanup where we got busted fences, picnic tables.
Have you got anything showing what you got fixed?
Man, let me tell you. All right, let's get to the good stuff here. So here you get into the construction project. You can see the difference in the water being drawn down. We poured a solid footer all the way around the head wall. So we built on a solid foundation. That way we didn't have to worry about the sand and all that kind of stuff shifting when it got wet and the mud and all that and breaking up what we've done. So we excavated a lot. We come in, we put in a new head wall.
That looks nice.
All block, landscape block, backfield. It's got silt fence barrier in it, so it's tied back into the actual bank, so it'll keep it from moving in and out a whole lot. All capped, brand new coping, ADA sidewalk all the way around it.
Wow.
Resurfaced the diving board platform, which will be reinstalled this week. We hadn't had it yet, waiting on some parts to come in, so it's coming right along.
Yeah,
and then
I'm impressed.
Here on the end, you can see the new sidewalk all the way around. Like I was saying, it's all landscape pavers. Looks real nice. Looks like a country club out there. We're really proud of it.
It looks good.
So we got
look at that.
All new steps going into the water. There's a lot more surface area, so a lot more people can get in and out at a time. We used to have like a swim ladder, that you might see on the end of a pool, something like that. Not suitable for what we had going on. So semicircle steps in 3 different locations lets people come in and out. We got handrails on them, additional steps. I mean, we got it set up right. So here you can see some before and afters, and that's when it really sets in. So from the same angles of the pictures we were looking at before, now we've got what it looks like now. So from behind the beach, facing into, you can see we took out a lot of the loose material. We do still have a beach, but the way we graded the beach was when it rains, the sand doesn't have opportunity to wash into. So now it just kind of puddles up and flows to the back. So that's a big increase. Like I said, new diving board platform, all capped. We tinted the concrete so it kind of ties in. You ain't got a big bulky gray concrete out there with some tans and earth tones, so got that blended in real nice. You can see here the difference in the beach blowout that it used to do every rain, to now having that solid wall, keeping that flow from going into the spring shed itself. So you can see the difference here for sure. And then, like I said, the eroding head wall was, we've got photos back from 1950s and 60s when it was first starting to be kind of retained, I guess you could say. So ripping all that old stuff out, putting in brand new blocks, brand new gravel, holding that rock together, or the blocks together. And now this is what we got. So brand new, finished, sodded, everything looking great head wall.
Let's take a pause. We'll be right back in just a moment. All right, we're back again. Rhett Daniels is going to finish up showing us couple more pictures, or one at least, about Blue Springs repair and reconditioning. We're going to do the drawing. Winston sent back and said the pickle jar, 4 drawings, 2 for Los Angejitos. We're going to shake it up real good. Rhett's going to reach in there and pull us one out.
All right, I'm not looking.
Read the name. Can you read it?
Oh gosh.
Anda Gannett
Sure.
and the Gannett, is that right? That was Los Angejitos. Houston Taylor, Parker from Parker. Gannett was from Lynn Haven. All right?
All right. Two more.
Two more. Tarpon Dock. Katie Cumby from Fountain. Katie Cumby from Fountain.
Closer to my neck of the woods there.
Getting closer to the county line, yeah.
All right.
And Terry DeFee from Hornerville, Alabama. Honorville, Alabama. Honorville, Alabama. All right? Good deal. Man, that's fantastic. Was there one more?
That's it.
That's it? All right. Let's get that last photograph
Okay.
of that finished job. Let's take a look at
Well,
that.
so the last one's just kind of overview from the back. You can see new pavement. I say pavement. New paved sidewalk, concrete sidewalk, handrails, all powder coated, matched, all laid
Tiled
out.
out.
Nice looking.
Just
great.
like in your shower, all tiled
That's
out.
right.
you know.
I mean, this thing is built to the hilt. So
Yeah.
we are happy with it. The extended season this year was all for this to get people out there and enjoy it. Like I said, we'll be open 7 days a week, Memorial Day weekend. Love to have folks come out and see us. We're open 9:30 to 6. Admission's $4 a person. We got a concession stand packed with all the snacks and drinks you could think of. And
cold water
cold
to get
water.
in.
Yeah, 70-degree water year round. It don't matter.
Ooh, man, I don't think I can stand it.
That's right.
Besides that, you're also in charge of boat ramps.
Yeah.
Tell us the big plans y'all got for, if I understand right, correct me if I'm wrong, for East Jackson County and that whole strip along Lake Seminole, I've been told.
Yeah, so Jackson Blue's one of
Y'all listen now.
Jackson Blue's one of about 30 properties that we maintain. We take care of almost every boat ramp in the county, excluding Sneed's Park there on Lake Seminole and Yancey Bridge there in Marianna on the Spoil
Okay.
River. So Howell's Landing is one that we're putting a lot of time and effort into.
Listen.
Right there on Lake Seminole. That's really popular for bass, any kind of freshwater fish you can think of in Florida. You're going to get it right there on Lake Seminole.
That's
World-renowned
right.
bass
Ooh.
fishing, world record, all kind of stuff. So Howell's Landing's one. First Bridge, if you're
What you
local.
gonna do at Howell's Landing you plan
So
on?
we just finished up a new boat ramp. We took out the old catwalk that used to be there,
Right.
put in a new boat ramp, extended it 10 foot. Some folks got them big old boats that they try to put in there during low water. We ain't got trailers backing off the end of the ramp like we used to. Put in a new floating dock, new gangway, all that.
We've seen that. Looks
It
good.
looks very nice, and I just Tuesday hand delivered a grant, or my staff hand delivered a grant to Tallahassee, trying to increase parking. So we've got a great boat ramp now. We got to get it where we can get more people out there to enjoy
A
it.
lot more parking. A lot of folks know that in the spring or into the summer when the fish,
That's
you
right.
parking out by the highway to get parked in there. They're going to make it new and improved, and I understand you even hoping to do a lot more there.
Yeah, so just at Howell's, I mean, in the long term, depending on funding, we're going to be looking at potentially a playground, pavilions, picnic areas, concession stand. We could have a vendor come in, set up, sell, fresh snacks on the weekends, stuff like that when it's really hopping. Get it all set up for, small time bass tournaments or any type of tournament for that matter. And we're shooting for anywhere from 50 to 100 boats we want to be able to accommodate there at Howell's Landing.
And y'all know it gets busy up there at times, and it's just crowded
Oh, yeah.
and almost dangerous to be up there now. Folks fishing off that bridge an awful lot.
Yep.
Maybe y'all could build something that would kind of
That's right.
not to stop folks, but make it safer they'd be able to fish somewhere
Well,
else.
we give them an alternative. That way they
There
don't have
you
to get
go.
on the roadway. That's
There
right.
you go,
We
but
don't
I
want to
see
keep
'em.
folks from fishing at all. We just want to make sure it's
No,
safe for everybody.
We want you out there fishing, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, we want that going on. We enjoy
Let the
seeing
lion
that.
sing. That's right.
yeah. Ooh, yeah, I got that right. But also some boat ramps further up. You're improving
Yep.
some amenities up there as well.
Absolutely. So our master plan that the Corps of Engineers has approved has let us involve all the boat ramps that we maintain on Lake Seminole, including the Chattahoochee River, depending on where you call the lake and the river anyway.
got you.
So Howell's Landing is kind of on the Sneed side, and then start moving north. You got Paramore's Landing, which is really popular.
Yep.
We're going to be doing the same thing there. We want to put in more day use areas, potentially a primitive campsite. We really want to try to start pulling some paddlers and overnight campers out to that
Yep.
area, so you could paddle the Chattahoochee River on down to Lake Seminole, have an overnight stay,
Wow.
and then paddle on out to Sneed. So
Wow.
that's one thing we're wanting to do. Anywhere we're wanting to make it a lot more user friendly. So we're doing more access, more day use activities with picnic tables, grills, stuff like that. Making sure bathroom facilities are going to be top notch for anybody that wants to come in and enjoy them. Neil's Landing on the northern end, close to the state line.
Yep. Up off of 2.
Yep, Highway 2, just out of Bascom. We want to make sure we can develop that campground. So we got a kind of a double thing there. It's a boat ramp that's on adjacent property to a wildlife management area. So we get a lot of people like to come in and hunt and fish and all that kind of stuff. So having right now it's been down because of Hurricane Michael, but if we can develop that campground, get some water and electricity out there for people to use, and that's really what we're pushing for.
Hey, on that east side of Jackson County, you got the Three River State Park.
Yep.
You got the Howell boat ramp right there, belongs to the county. It's maintained by them. The Arnold's boat ramp that's maintained as well. Is
That's
that
right.
right?
Yep.
That's part of the state and the county.
Yep.
And then you got Paramore's. Then you got Neil's Landing. You got Appalachian Management Area right there. That's hunting season during hunting season in October.
That's right.
And the fishing. That side of the county is busy year round.
It's an outdoor mecca.
It is all
no
that.
doubt.
Sneed's used to have on the side of their city vehicles, Sportsman's Paradise. I don't know if they still got it, but they ought to keep it out there in the county. Ought to put it on theirs as well.
Just about.
Y'all got things going on over there, and you're on the end of being proactive with stuff like that. That's exciting to see that. There's lots to go on. If you're out and about, drive up through there and just look around at the Sneed's Park
Come
up
see
there.
us.
The city maintains and around, and look, and you'll see in the future you're going to see a whole lot of nice stuff being done up there and being spent.
Yep.
Rhett, we appreciate you coming by and seeing us. Y'all take care of yourself. Winston should be back in a day, and love y'all, and take care. Panhandle Outdoors.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.